Hello and welcome to the City Talks. I'm Kirsten Walsh. We're here today with the Director of Hire A Hubby, Brendan Green, who's going to share some insight into the success of his franchises. Welcome, Brendan.
Thank you, Kirsten. Lovely to be here.
So how successful would you say your franchisees are? From a financial performance point of view, how satisfied are they with their take-home earnings?
Look, when you've got 360 plus franchisees, it's impossible to say that every day everyone's happy with what they're achieving. But I think over the last 7 years, we can say hand on heart with great confidence that they are achieving, closer to those goals that they've set for themselves. We introduced a state-of-the-art technology that's enabled us to really see what our franchisees are doing on a day-to-day basis, month-to-month basis, etc. And on the back of that, we've been really conscious of helping them achieve their goals by supporting them through the growth, adding staff, marketing support, etc. And one of the key things that the technology has done has helped them see their numbers more readily. They come into the support groups that I mentioned before, and on the back of that, we've seen record growth. We had 5 guys last financial year turn over more than $1 million. One of those guys fell just shy of $1.5 million. On projections we're seeing so far this year, we expect we'll probably see 10 or 12 of the guys go over the $1 million mark. Now, whilst $1 million might sound a big number, not everyone's chasing that outcome. So the goals need to be set based on the individual requirements of the franchisees. So a guy who wants to be a man in a van, who doesn't have any desire to be near that $1 million, we want to help him achieve what it is that he's after. To the point where, in recent times, we've actually helped franchisees cut their territory in half, sell half of it off as a going concern where they receive the proceeds, and then still have half of the business, which is more than sufficient to continue on. So there's many ways we can help them achieve their financial goals and outcomes. Probably the best thing that highlights the financial success of our franchisees in that last sort of 7 odd years that I mentioned, a number of the guys have now invested in warehouses where they actually run their business out of that location. So part of a wealth accumulation strategy where they create an investment vehicle to buy the property, they then pay rent to it through their trading entity. All of that's underpinned by the financial planning team that we introduced to the network probably 7 or 8 years ago now. So we feel as though with all of those tools, the planning processes, that certainly it's much easier for a franchisee to achieve the financial success that they've set up for them and their family. Well,
I'm impressed. Sign me up. That's so good. So some of them have warehouses as well.
Yeah, so what we did was we mirrored what we did. We moved out of the one we sold around the corner, but the idea was through things like a self-managed super fund or a unit trust, you buy the property in that entity name. So here, Hire A Hubby pays rent to a unit trust, and you accumulate an asset at the same time as using the facility that you need to run the business more effectively. So there's probably a dozen of them have bought warehouses. There'll probably be another half a dozen this year, I'd imagine. So
such a good idea, because I find a lot of people don't know that about their SMSFs and the things that they're able to do with them.
And I think that's one of the things, again, from a leadership point of view, that we want to be able to share with them is experiences that we've had, that the more you give them, the more engaged they are, the better the outcomes, the longer they want to stay. We're a royalty-based business, so we want to keep them here and because they want to be here.
That's right. Well, Brendan, that was some great insight onto Hire A Hubby and Franchise Cloud Solutions. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Kirsten. It's been a pleasure being here.
If you're interested in learning more about becoming a franchisee at Hire A Hubby, visit hireahubby.com.au.